Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable, my first supervisor, Dr. Andes Yon Adlis, MPD. My second supervisor, Dr. RDM Ali, SPD, MPD. My first examiner, Mr. Urip Sulistyo, SPD, MED, PhD. My second examiner, Mr. Robi Soma, SPD, MPD. And my third examiner, Mrs. Nelly Arif, SPD, MPD. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me so that I can present my thesis entitled The Correlation Between Students' Foreign Language Anxiety and Speaking for Academic Purpose Score of English Education Study Program, Jambi University. And now, I will explain about my background. In studying foreign language, students tend to encounter a sense of anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is an intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear in relation to everyday situation, which means everyone can face anxiety in any situations of their lives. But in studying a language, anxiety is defined more specifically as foreign language anxiety. Foreign language anxiety is one of the keywords of this thesis. Why? It's because foreign language anxiety can restrain students in studying a language. According to Ali and Anwar 2021, it said that second language learners who suffer from language anxiety might find that studying English to be less fun, and also they may notice how language anxiety affects the performance in studying language. And the next keywords of this thesis is speaking for academic purpose. Why? It's because speaking is the ability that affected the most by foreign language anxiety. As we can see from Labicane in 2021, it revealed that students experience the highest level of anxiety with speaking. And the study also explained that students experience speaking anxiety because of the fear of making grammatical mistakes, and also because they're worried of them poor vocabulary, and also because they're afraid to speaking in front of other people. And because of this, as a writer, I tried to connect this fact with my experience when I took Speaking for Academic Purpose course. So, Speaking for Academic Purpose course is one of the courses that students of English Education Study Program need to take at the second semester of their study. When I took this course, I observed that so many of my friends have some difficulties on performing the assessment of the study. And that is why I wonder if foreign language anxiety might be a phenomenon that affecting students speaking for academic purpose course. And that is why I'm interested in investigating whether there is any correlation between students' foreign language anxiety and speaking for academic purpose course of English Education Study Program, Jambi University. Next, we will go to a research question. From what I explained on the background, we can see that research question of this research is there any correlation between students' foreign language anxiety with students speaking for academic purpose course of English Education Study Program, Jambi University? And now, we will go to review of related literature. There are several studies that are related to this research. The first is Labicane in 2021, entitled Foreign Language Anxiety Experiences of Filipino Students Across the 4 Macro Scale. In this study, it shows that students face the highest anxiety with speaking, but still, fear of making mistakes and fear of negative evaluation also be found across all the 4 skills, or all the 4 language skills. And next, from Malik, Chin, Han, and Ahmed in 2020, it's entitled Quantitative Analysis of the Foreign Language Anxiety. The study concludes that both Chinese and Pakistani students feel high and direct anxiety individually, and they feel tenseness and anxiety whereas communicating in front of the other students, teachers, and others. And next, we will go to research design. So the research design of this thesis is correlative design with descriptive quantitative. So descriptive method is used to describe the result of the correlation between students' foreign language anxiety and speaking for academic purpose score, while the quantitative research is used to express the numeric data of this thesis. Next is population and sample. So the populations of this thesis is the 5th semester students that already took speaking for academic purpose score on their 2nd semester. There are 2 classes, R001 and R002, with the total number of students, 50 students. And the sample of this thesis is all of the population, which is 50 students. And next, research instrument. There are 2 instruments in this research. The first one is FLCAS questionnaire or Foreign Language Classroom Anxiety Scale, and it was developed by Howard and Cobbs in 1986. And the other instrument is speaking score, which I obtained from the lecturer that teach speaking for academic purpose score. And next, technique of data collection. There are several steps of data collection. The first one is choosing the participants and then choosing the instrument. After that, making the questionnaire and giving the questionnaire to the participant and collecting the questionnaire. And last is collecting the student speaking for academic purpose score. Next, technique of data analysis. There are 3 steps of data analysis. The first one is preparation. In this stage, the researchers tested the completeness of the data, and after that, tabulation, where the data is put on the table. And third is application, where me as a writer applicate the formula that's suitable with the research approach. And next, research finding. First one, I will show you the result of foreign language anxiety. So, the data collected on 15 until 22nd of November using Google Form. Here, I'll show you the descriptive statistic of foreign language anxiety and also the distribution of foreign language anxiety. Next, descriptive statistic of foreign language anxiety. As we can see from the tables, that the total number of participants of this thesis is 50 students, and the maximum score is 123 and the lowest score is 47, while the mean of the foreign language anxiety for the participant was 89.08 and the standard deviation was 12.41. And next, the distribution of foreign language anxiety. Based on the result analysis of the FLCAS, we can see from the table that there were 48 students who, or 87.27%, who got the score less than 108, and it means that they have no or little of anxiety. And the other one is 2 students, 87.27% students who got the score between 108 to 144, which means that they have moderate level of anxiety. Next, I will show you the result of students for academic purpose score. So the data collected on 10th and 11th December 2021 from the lecturer that teach foreign language speaking for academic purpose. And here I'll show you the descriptive statistic of student speaking achievement and also data of students for academic purpose score. The first one, I'll show you the descriptive statistic of students speaking for our academic purpose score. As we can see from the table, so that was found that total participant on this research is 50 students, and the maximum score was 82, while the lowest score is 72.66, and the mean score of the participant was 77.09, and the standard deviation was 2.53. And here I'll show you the detail of data of students for academic purpose score. As we can see from the graphic, so there is 15 students who got the score B, and there is 7 students who got the score B plus, and there are 19 students who get A min, and 9 students who gets A. Next is the correlation between students' foreign language anxiety and speaking for academics purpose score. Here, we will answer the research question of this thesis. I use SPSS as the application to know the correlation between foreign language anxiety and speaking for academic purpose scores of the students. And as we can see from the table, based on the product moment correlations coefficient, the result indicate that there is a correlation between the two variables. As we can see from the table, the correlation coefficient or the R obtained is 0.460, which is higher than the R table 0.279, and the level of the probability or significance was 0.001, which is lower than 0.05, and it means there are a negative correlation between students' foreign language anxiety and speaking for academic purpose score. And it can be stated here that both null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis are rejected. Next, we will go to discussion. So, the findings of this research show that there is a negative correlation between the two variables, which means if the foreign language anxiety of student is high, then the score of speaking for academic purpose score will be low. But if the foreign language anxiety level of students is low, then the speaking score will be high. In short, we know that between the two variables, they are influence each other. And it was possible to happen because each of students has their own anxiety, and it will influence the result that they get when they're studying a language. However, from this study, it can be seen that foreign language anxiety is not a phenomenon that common among the students, but it's still affecting their score. And next, conclusion. So, most of students experience little or no anxiety in foreign language. It means that anxious feeling in speaking was not common among the students in English education study program, Jambi University, but still, statistical analysis indicated that there was a negative correlation between foreign language anxiety and speaking for academic purpose score. It means foreign language anxiety was one of the factors that give an impact to students speaking for academic purpose score. Next, suggestion. So, me as a writer have 3 suggestions for students, lecturer, and also for the research. First, for suggestion to students, I hope that students can aware if they have foreign language anxiety, so they can find a way to deal with it and make the foreign language anxiety is not affecting their score. And for the lecturer, I expect lecturers to know more about the situations of their students so that they can help the students to feel more comfortable in studying a language. And last is suggestion for the research. So I hope that in the future there is a similar type of research but with a wider population and also another sample or another school. And I also hope that in the future there is a research that trying to find the right solution to deal with these issues. So yeah, this is all for my presentation of my thesis. Once again, I thank you so much for the opportunity that has been given to me. I'm sorry if I made some mistake. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.